14 is upon us. This is the first FIFA title coming out on the next-gen consoles. What does that do for the game? How does it change the way you guys have developed this iteration of the FIFA franchise?
Having the new generation of consoles is really exciting for us because we can now really harness the power of these consoles and give the users features that we couldn't do before. You're going to see, for example, grass particles, the cloth and the texture of the kits is going to be very real, the players' faces, the presentation side of things, you're going to have a brand new crowd that's 3D, they look amazing, they're part of the game, they react contextually, everything is going to be, just graphically, is going to be next gen. And on top of that, we also have, thanks to the Ignite engine that we're sharing across the sports label at EA Sports, is the ability to process a lot more information in the same frame. So players are going to have a lot more intelligence, a lot more processing power, and we're trying to tailor it to this human-like intelligence so that people can really see the behavior in the game very real compared to the players in real life. And on top of that, the way players move is also something that now, because of the new engines, we can make the player movement a lot more real. Now players have to plant before they accelerate, so they really sell the way they move, and you can really see that it's almost real life when you're watching them play.
Goes for goal!
Soccer, or football as you call it, in other parts of the world, is the world's most popular sport. People have such strong ties to the teams that they love. How are you guys translating that love and that loyalty that people have for their teams into the game?
That's one of the most important things about making FIFA is we know that it's a world sport and it's a really nice challenge, but at the same time it's a little bit scary because you have to satisfy people from everywhere and they all have different concepts of what the sport is. But I think we do a really good job in, we have leagues from all over the world, so we have licensed content for everyone no matter where you're from. And on top of that, we have, for example, crowd chants that are authentic to different parts of the world. So if you're playing in the Spanish La Liga, the chants are different than if you're playing in the Premier League, and all that is something that is part of authenticity, and it's probably the biggest thing that people care about when they play FIFA. They go and buy FIFA because it's the most authentic football game, soccer game, and because of that, then we need to make sure that it tailors to the world market and not just a European version or a North American version.
Let's talk a little bit about user interface, because that's really important in any sports game. What have you guys done to maybe improve upon previous iterations of the game and make the interface easy to go between that and the game itself?
We actually redid our menus completely for FIFA 14. We have so much content in FIFA. There's so many leagues, so many teams, so many game modes that you can play, online, offline, settings, all these different things, and we found that people were getting a little bit lost, and it was a bit of an overwhelming experience when you first went into FIFA if you weren't already familiar with all the features and you didn't know where to go. We've gone back to a more simple approach. It looks almost like tile-based layout where the information is presented to you in a much more friendly manner, and it's easier to find things and easier to navigate between. FIFA 14 will be the first title where we're going to try this new setup, this new layout, and we hope that people can find their way a lot easier in the game.